it's Kansas City, so we can't panic. But should we be panicking here on Kansas City? Like this is it hasn't been great lately.
No, it's weird. They've been so up and down. Like this is now their third loss in their last 5 games, fourth loss in their last six. Offensively, they just haven't been there. Like they've had big games. They put up 41 against the Bears earlier in the season. They put up 31 against the Vikings 2 weeks ago, and we kind of all sat here and thought, well, that's what we expected. They're back. They're kind of figuring things out. And then they put up 19 in a really disappointing game against Green Bay. They only put up 17 today, and I just I don't really know what to think of this team because as long as they have Patrick Mahomes, they're going to be favored in just about every single situation. And when we get into the postseason, even if there are the 3 seed or whatever it may be, I still think they're going to be a lot of people's pick to come out of the AFC because they have him at quarterback. But just offensively, they do dumb things. And the Kadarius Toney penalty on that Travis Kelce play, I mean, that's just it. Like as someone who lives in Philadelphia and had to watch a lot of terrible wide receivers for the last decade, Kadarius Toney kind of reminds me of that. Like he reminds me of younger Nelson Aguilar. He reminds me of Jalen Reagor, where he doesn't even line up correctly. Like he's electric with the ball in his hands. He's a big reason why they won the Super Bowl a year ago. But week in, week out, he's not a guy that necessarily can win you games. I think you can say that a lot about their receiving core right now. And I thought it was interesting. There are a lot of people saying after they lost to the Eagles, well, they would have won if their wide receivers were better. Well, yeah, they built this team, though, with bad wide receivers, right? Like, that's the Chiefs' one big flaw. When they built this roster, they basically said Travis Kelce will be our skill position guy. Everyone else can be replacement level or below. And so far, that hasn't worked out. I mean, Travis Kelce's having still a great year by tight end standards, but probably taking a step back by his own standards. And so far, through 14 games, 13 games, Kansas City just it seems like the worst team in the Patrick Mahomes era, and they just really can't seem to get out of their own way. It doesn't seem to be working the way it was the first 5 years of his career.
These guys, they don't have anything, and now they're down to CEH at a running back and Jerick McKinnon, who they can only give a couple carries before he gets tired. Then the receivers are dreadful outside of Rice. So, and Kelsey's slowing down. He's aged like so much this season. I don't know if that's off the field distractions, but I don't have any confidence in this team. And for the first time, Patrick Mahomes is going to have to play on the road in the playoffs.